Increases chance of being attacked, a higher chance to be attacked, higher chance to be attacked. We have 2 mobs, and we also have a Tingyun that's low health. Will they hit me? Hello, Internet!
Alright, time to debunk this widely known myth. I know many people say this as a joke, but some look like they actually believe it is a real thing. Aggro is 1 billion% a scam. There is zero mathematical way. Zero. Come on. This game is created out of codes. It is math. In this video, I'm going to show you that Tingyun has deceiving aggro value is nothing but a superstition. Aggro is part of the combat mechanics in Honkai Star Rail. It determines the likeliness of each character for being targeted by enemies. You know how it works, and I'm sure you've memorized these stats too, so I won't waste your time explaining it. For some reason, these stats are not shown in-game. However, the data miners found the value since the beta test. I was probably the first person who brought this up on YouTube after having a late-night discussion with the data miners working behind Star Rail Station. That's why if there is any change to these values, data miners would be the first people who notice it. The fact that we got no new information regarding aggro value means there is no change at all. So from this perspective alone, the deceiving aggro value narrative is already debunked. Now let's do some math to back it up. In the video you saw earlier, God Doggos brought this team: Clara, March 7th, Lynx, and Tingyun. My Clara is only level 20, so I will replace her with physical MC, who is also a destruction. According to the math, without any buff that alters the character's aggro value, MC has 26% chance to be targeted. March 7th has 31% chance, and both Tingyun and Lynx have 21% chance because their aggro value is the same. My sample is 20 trials. Not a huge sample, but enough to give you an approximation of how accurate the calculation is. How would those 20 hits be distributed after taking each character's aggro value into account? Well, to simplify the case, I could just assume each character would take 5 hits since their chance is close. But if I want to be accurate, maybe 5 hits for physical MC, 7 hits for March 7th, and 4 hits each for Lynx and Tingyun. The sampling process itself will be carried out by entering this domain. Take the first hit, exit, and then repeat for 20 times. There are 3 conditions being tested. First condition is everyone in the team has full HP. For the second condition, I will drop Tingyun's HP to red while the other characters stay at max HP. People say low HP Tingyun turns into a preservation. I'll prove that it is nonsense. While the third condition is the same as what God Doggos did in his video. Low HP Tingyun versus buff destruction. But do keep in mind that since I don't bring Clara, the amount of taunt I can stack will be lower. If with Clara I can stack 1,500% aggro buff, without Clara it will only be 1,000%. But that's okay, it won't change the final result. This footage will be presented in full. Nothing is cut to avoid suspicion that I have altered the data. I will only speed it up to save time. So, this is the result of the first test. March 7th was hit 8 times, MC 4 times, Lynx 5 times, and Tingyun 3 times. The numbers are close to our expected result. Now I will reduce Tingyun's HP using this item and see if there is any difference. Test number 2. Will Red Tingyun suddenly have 10k aggro value like what's believed out there? Test number 2 finished, and here's the result. March 7th was attacked 5 times, MC 5 times, Lynx 5 times, and Tingyun also 5 times. Tingyun was hit more than the first test, but this number is nothing out of ordinary. Nobody seems to have a magical hidden aggro value here. Now let's proceed to the third test. I will put March 7th and Lynx skill on MC to increase her aggro value. According to the math, MC should have 80% chance of being targeted. So the new hit distribution would be 16 hits for MC, 2 hits for March 7th, 1 hit each for Tingyun and Lynx. Let's find out. Here is the result of test number 3. MC was hit 14 times, 3 times for March 7th, 2 times for Lynx. and the character who is said to have a magical aggro value was only attacked once. This result once again goes in line with the math. So yeah, a tedious in-game test also debunked the claim. So what actually happens? Why do so many people believe Tingyun always getting hit is real? First of all, she will get hit. As long as the chance is not absolute zero, at some point, an enemy will hit her. That's just how probability works, dude. Nothing mystical about it. Secondly, superstitions spread easily because of our brain's propensity to see patterns. When many people tell you the enemy will target low HP Tingyun, and then it actually happens to you, you'll be like, even though she gets hit once every 10 hits, for example. You don't care about the details, like how she ended up having low HP or how many total hits have happened in the run. You just know your low HP Tingyun just got hit and died. Therefore, the superstition must be true. And lastly, I think it has something to do with the Tingyun's build. The question that needs to be asked is not, why did she get hit at low HP? But, why did she end up having low HP? Tingyun is a support character with a kit that can easily fool inexperienced players into building her with full attack stats. This build will result in low defensive stats that are important for survivability, such as HP and death. I was like that before, and my Tingyun was constantly in danger at higher MOC floors. She could die from just maybe 1 or 2 hits. That's insane. In a situation of full anxiety like this, Murphy's Law started to dominate our minds, but then I changed her build to full defensive with energy recharge rope, and now she's good to go. I no longer worry about getting hit yada yada. She could take several hits, even face tank a big attack. So what's the conclusion of this video? Does Tingyun actually have magical aggro value? The answer is no, she doesn't. Your brain is just fucked up by superstition.